nobody get close to that fucking table.
Yeah, there's
Nobody get close to that
Right,
table.
Marco?
Está bien conectado.
Right, Chris?
I've never
Right?
done that.
Still.
Yes.
There's always a person.
Yes, you are very right.
No, you stay there in that chair and that's it. You do not
Sit.
move here.
Sit, Chris.
Please. Hey guys, ¿cómo están? Y bienvenidos a un episodio más ni de acá
Ni de allá. Oh, I didn't know we were doing that. Love that. Anyway.
She's so funny.
We practiced this like an hour throughout the week.
We did.
Anyways, bienvenidos a un episodio más. Estamos bien contentos. Como pueden ver, el día de hoy estamos muy, pero muy bien acompañados. Y para la gente que escucha mi show en la Mega, saben que está la famosa Eli, right? La que siempre llega, siempre opina a favor de las mujeres, siempre les da la razón a ustedes. Y muchos escuchan su voz y me mandan textos like, ¿de quién es esa voz tan sensual que escucho en la radio?
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I can't tell you, man, because she's got a man, right? Pero mucha gente la escucha en la Mega, en la raza, pero casi nadie le ha visto la cara, nadie sabe quién es la persona. Así que, pues, aquí te traemos a Eli.
Hola, hola. Aquí estoy por fin.
How are you, Eli?
I'm good.
Are you nervous?
I am very nervous.
No,
First time.
Are you more nervous than you are on the radio?
I think this is different, yes.
Sí, ¿verdad?
It is
porque
really
it's
different.
like all eyes.
Not only that, pero también tiene a sus bendiciones.
Trajo a las bendiciones, ¿cómo ves?
hijas.
Típica mamá mexicana, llega a trabajo con las bendiciones.
Se trajo a sus bendiciones. So this is going to be interesting.
It's gonna be really
Porque
interesting.
I think we're going to get some dirt.
No, y yo tenía unas preguntas que le quería hacer a Eli, pero ahora, like, I don't know, frente de las hijas como que no me siento a gusto de decirlas.
It's
La mitad de
okay.
mi contenido se fue a la verga nomás con Pero it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Vamos a platicar de muchas cosas. Eli, I feel like she has a very interesting story con
Thank
todo lo que
you,
ha pasado.
Benny.
It's not a compliment.
Oh. Oh my God.
I just playing.
That's
I
so
just
bad.
Oh, no. Benny, what
I
do you
just
say
like-
about making guests uncomfortable?
Yeah.
I can't help
Benny.
it. I can't help it. Es que con Eli así me llevo en la radio and I can't
Así es
break out of
siempre.
it.
Así es
No,
siempre.
pero sí, she has a very interesting story. El tiempo que la he conocido y lo que me ha platicado, pues, I'm like, damn. Y like, she's like, como mamá mexicana, ya que es segunda generación, tercera generación, y es como mente abierta, a veces muy abierta para mí. Like, we'll be in the studio and we'll just be talking about, like, yo ni tengo hijos. Y nos ponemos como meses ahí platicando de que no, es que yo a mis hijos no les daría permiso de que, ¿y por qué no? Y una hora se nos va a ir platicando de tantas cosas, so I'm like, we gotta bring that to the podcast.
Oh, yes.
And we don't have kids. So, lo que digamos nosotros al respeto, don't take it serious, porque what the fuck
they
do we
don't
know?
know.
I have a
The
dog.
fuck do we know?
Yeah, I have a dog, so
Yeah, I have dogs
pretty much
too.
the same, right?
Ahí se van. Bueno, I wish
Sí,
my dogs would
it
stay
does.
sit like they're sitting. But-
So bad. It took a lot of years, though. No, I have good girls. I do.
They're really were trained good. As long as they're potty trained, I have no issues with that. But
sí, porque el departamento, el depósito, todo está cabrón.
yeah,
Sí.
yeah, I mean,
Cuestan mucho los hijos.
Pero we're gonna get into a little bit para que conozcan un poquito quién es Eli. Ese es para el episodio, para que sepan quién es Eli, un poquito lo personal. We're not gonna get too personal, porque ahí el Junior might be watching the episode and we don't want to have any problems. Y está bien grandote el güey, así que no. We're not gonna go there. Pero, I don't know, I want to start off, Eli, con I guess we can just dive in straight into the hardcore stuff.
Okay.
Que es lo que te había preguntado, ¿no te acuerdas que te lo mencioné en la radio? ¿Cómo ha sido tu vida? Yo sé que, de lo que yo sé, eres una mamá que tiene 2 hijas, right? Y ahorita estás con tu pareja,
Sí.
que no es el papá de tus hijas,
No.
y él también tiene hijos. So I feel like it's like a lot to fucking balance. ¿Y cómo le has hecho? No sé. Entonces, sí me gustaría que nos platicaras un poquito de cómo ha sido esa pinche transición. Todo es like, how?
Bueno, ya ha sido 3 años. Es muy difícil porque yo tengo hijas de 15 y 16 años y él tiene,
The worst.
y él tiene hijos de 7 y 10 años. So, la diferencia de edades es muy grande. Entonces, pues me ha costado tanto para mis hijas como para los hijos de él. Y ahorita yo siento que es más fácil para mí tratar de involucrarme más con los hijos de él porque son chiquitos y ya como que los vas guiando.
You're
y-
molding them, yeah,
you're
pretty
molding
much,
them.
yeah.
Y ya de grande con mis hijas es más difícil, pero pues él ha hecho un buen trabajo con ellas, ¿no? Because he's a kid. So he's always playing around with them. And so I think that helps a lot, right?
Yeah. ¿Y cómo fue, así como, obviously, en las familias latinas siempre hay un chingo de drama?
Ay,
right?
sí.
Entonces...
El ex, ¿no? Los ex.
Sí.
Ahí vamos.
Entonces, no, vamos más como a la familia del ex y a tu familia.
Sí, porque siempre está como ese estigma de que se volvió a casar.
Se volvió a juntar y con hijos.
Imagínate que, exacto, a juntar.
Yo como madre nunca haría nada de eso.
Yo jamás dejaría el padre de mis hijos. O hay gente, está el estigma realmente que, I think it's awful, terrible, que se quedan juntos nada más por los hijos.
Por los hijos.
Sí, es like, a mí como hijo, me vale verga, déjense, no lo hagas por mí.
Exacto.
Right?
No, pero sabes que otra cosa también es de que a veces los hijos, por ejemplo, te dicen, tienes un buen marido, te ayuda. Y eso es como que ya lo tienes, ¿verdad? Pero ¿qué tal el amor? Y cuando tú te desenamoras de alguien, es ahí donde te ven mal también porque dijiste, ¿cómo? ¿Ya no lo amas? Y es que pues yo me casé de joven, bueno, 25 años, pero éramos high school sweethearts.
Sí,
we were high school sweethearts. So ya llevamos 8 años.
Me estás espantando en las rabias también.
Ay, no, sorry.
No te cases, Marco, no te cases, güey.
Pero ¿sabes qué? Es que cuando te casas, cuando te juntas de joven, tú vas cambiando, ya no eres la misma persona de 16 años o de 18 años. Ya a los 40 y algo ya cambias, ¿no? Entonces ahí es donde las parejas ya no ven en la misma página. Y
ya no están en la misma frecuencia.
Exacto. Y es ahí donde él es muy tradicional, el papá de mis hijas, que, y yo soy más liberal y es ahí donde no... We didn't make a match. Yeah.
Right. Y yo definitivamente creo que tiene que ver con lo que tú dices, que eras bien joven. Porque a lo mejor ahorita si llegaras a contar, no sé, con alguien que es tradicional igual, pero ya están grandes, a lo mejor lo pueden comunicar y encontrar ese balance.
Sí.
Pero de morrillos es lo que yo pienso y that's it, no voy a cambiar mi
mentalidad. O a
mentalidad.
veces quieres estar bien con tu pareja que tú dices, okay, well, I'm going to make it work, however it is. Pero ya a lo largo de los años tú eres más sabio, entonces ahí es donde tú dices, no, ya no quiero eso para mí.
Right.
Y es donde haces el cambio. Y es ahí donde la familia te ve mal, porque dices, ¿cómo? Él era buen papá, buen esposo, te ayudaba en la casa, no salía. What's wrong?
¿Cuál es tu pedo, Eli?
I know, right?
Right.
Pero pues me desenamoré. Ya no es igual.
That's simply what happened, right?
Yeah.
Y entonces ese es lo que te decía la familia de él.
Exacto.
So, I know your
So
mom
ahora
a
me
little
ven
bit.
así como que, damn, she let a good guy go and she's like the worst.
But you're not that bad.
I'm not that bad. And that's my message to my daughters es que independientemente que sea un buen hombre, si ya no hay amor, ¿para qué estar juntos?
Right.
Porque ahí es donde empiezan esas peleas de que, todo ya, como que el aire que respiras ya no
Ya
es
sí,
igual.
no te molesta toda esa persona.
Todo, exacto.
O sea, no mames, así como respiran.
Y luego es ahí donde los viejitos se vuelven amargados, porque
Sí.
estás con una pareja que ya no hay amor. Y eso también
¿Y
es...
cómo te fue con tu familia? Like, was your mom supportive? Was she not
No,
supportive?
actually, toda mi familia estaba con mi ex, el papá de
¿Del
mis
lado
hijos.
de él?
No.
Sí.
Oh my God.
Es que, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Eso nadie se
He seems
lo va a
pretty cool.
quitar. He's a
No lo
very
conocí,
good
pero
guy.
lo vi en los 15. He seems pretty cool.
Entonces, mi familia lo amaba y pues sí me dejaron de hablar porque pues
Oh
I was a bad one.
God.
But that was like a while back,
That's
right?
Yeah,
Ahorita ya
yeah.
está un
Now
poquito la cosa
everything
más
is fine.
alivianada.
Yes.
¿Y cómo te fue? Me encanta el pinche chisme. ¿Cómo te fue? Ya como te contaste con el compa Junior, que ya lo conocemos. Saludos para el compa Junior. ¿Cómo te fue con él? Was there drama con su ex pareja?
Oh,
de
yeah.
Girl,
Su
tell me
ex
all
me
about it.
decía que yo era una cow, me decía
You were a what?
a cow.
A cow?
Una
Why?
vaca.
Were you fat?
I guess.
Bro, she really
That's the worst. Hang on, es el insulto más pendejo que he
No,
escuchado.
aparte de
Right? No,
eso,
but I love that. I think I'm gonna use that. Like, you
You're a
bitch,
pinche
you
vaca.
cunt.
no, aparte
cow.
de eso, a sus hijos les decía that I was a bitch.
Okay.
And sus hijos tienen
So they
7 y
barked
10
at you
años.
and they mooed at you. O sea, fue así
Yes.
como que, you know what, moo. You know?
Yeah. Pero yo decía, that's her opinion, porque yo tampoco no le voy a seguir and like corrupt the little
Right.
kids, with hatred
Claro.
and all that.
Right.
So, like, it's
Good for
okay.
you. No, good for you, honestly. Porque sí, hay muchas parejas que exacto se dejan y le meten exacto y
La cizaña a los hijos, ¿va?
Sí, and it's so bad porque después los únicos que quedan confundidos son los hijos,
Exacto.
They're not hurting la persona. I mean, you're kind of making her life a little bit harder porque si los hijos te van a ver como con otra cara, otra actitud, otra cosa, pero really you're just hurting your kid.
Exactly. Eso es lo que yo digo. Uno afecta a los niños cuando tú le metes tantas cosas. Uno, por ejemplo, los niños, la pareja es entre la pareja. Los niños es muy aparte.
Right.
Y así yo no voy a tener una mala energía con los niños porque ni los conozco.
Sí, que es
y mi
como
trabajo es conocerlos, igual él para con mis hijas. Entonces ahí es donde hay que tener ese balance y ser muy maduro.
No, claro que sí. No, y también la familia, pues para la gente que está viendo, si ustedes tienen un familiar que está pasando por algo igual, que se quieren dejar de la pareja por cualquier razón, pues tampoco no se apresuren en juzgar, porque oiga, uno ve lo que está por fuera, right? Lo que ves en las redes sociales, cuando vas a una fiesta, pero en sí no sabes lo que está pasando like behind closed doors.
Nobody's gonna post a picture, ay, me pegó los cuernos. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna post that.
Yeah.
Siempre
No, sí. Alacrán lo dejaron y se puso una foto así chillando y ay, me dejó, pero te voy a esperar por siempre. He's gonna watch this. He's gonna be like, estúpida. Van a escuchar esta historia cuando tengamos a la cara en el podcast.
Exposing people left and right. Oh my God.
Sí, pero no son ojetes como familiares. No,
sí.
Más bien apoyen, porque uno nunca sabe. Si la felicidad ya no es con esa persona y es con otra, apoyen. That's all I can say. Porque qué feo crecer y pasar toda tu pinche vida con alguien que no quieres. Like, that's a fucking suck. And I know a lot of people like that. I'm pretty sure you guys know.
A lot of
people like that.
Hispanics, yeah.
Sí, y es eso de que las señoras de que, ¿y qué va a decir la familia si me dejo?
Exacto.
Que soy
Y
una
esa
pinche
es-
divorciada, que no sé qué. And it's like, who the fuck cares?
O quién me va a querer a esta edad, ¿no?
No
Eso es lo
mames,
que
ahorita
muchas
todos quieren a
mujeres-
single mom. Everybody wants a single mom. That's what's hot in the market right now. Single
You're
moms.
so bad.
I'm serious. I have like a few friends que like andan con.
No, I told you I was like, my mama ain't single.
Well, she was. Y de repente, boom, you see
You're
them.
scaring her, like literally cicatrizándolos, dejándolos
They're like,
heridos.
fuck.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I tell my daughters they just have to pick right and they have to experience para que cuando ya es tiempo de casarse ya tú tienes
No, y yo
una
creo que-
mentalidad
Which is
más
good, you know,
sabia.
y yo siento que eso está muy bien tú decírselo a tus hijas porque realmente, exacto, siempre está como el estigma de que no, tú tienes que guardarte para el matrimonio.
Y que
o
tienes que leer esto,
sí,
and this
imagínate,
fucking
si
perfect
sales,
picture.
sí, o si sales con 3, 4 personas, what are you gonna say? O sea, ya
Yes.
eres una vendida, eres una regalada.
You're a
En cambio,
hoe.
exacto. En cambio,
What's
si
the
los
word
hombres-
that kids use nowadays? Thought.
Yeah.
No, we still use help.
Ya estoy.
Hoe?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ya
got
estoy
it.
usado. Ok, me siento como pinche tío ya.
Qué
Como
fuerte.
dicen los niños, ¿no? Thought.
Pero sí, el punto es que si un hombre lo hace, pues lamentablemente es así como que, wow,
Wow,
no,
good
el macho.
job. Entre más,
pero,
mejor.
exacto, pero entonces tú, ay, no, ya estás toda sopeteada, ya estás toda lambuceada, ya
Toda
estás
usada,
toda,
la verga,
exacto.
pinche carro corrido.
Yeah, damn, okay then.
Tell me how you really feel.
No, I'm just playing, man.
Dang,
No,
okay,
mira,
then.
y honestamente hasta, bueno, at least me, yo que crecí más que nada con mi mamá, entonces it was like me and my mom, toda mi vida. Entonces yo crecí mucho con el respetar a la mujer, right?
Right.
Y tampoco andar de pito suelto. Entonces, like, cuando un hombre me decía que me acosté con pinches 15 viejas y que quién sabe qué, yo no lo veía como que, ay, qué chingón. I was kind of like, do you love yourself? Like, the fuck?
the respect.
Like, yeah, like, I don't see myself as a, you know, como un pinche, like, I don't know, una medallita que una vieja se pueda colgar y decir, me lo cogí. Like,
Right.
no, yo quiero que la mujer con la que me vaya a acostar diga, like, no mames, like, me acosté con Benny y que los demás digan, fuck. No que los demás digan, yo también.
Yes.
Like, just because we're guys doesn't mean we gotta be fucking hoeing around
Someday
tampoco.
that'll happen. Someone will sleep.
Somebody will eventually.
Yes,
Babe,
yes.
if you're watching, ya. Ya van 3 años, no mames.
You're so bad.
It will happen. We'll pray for you.
No, I think that it's really cool that your daughters have you as a mom because I feel like they actually get to see the reality, lo que es la vida.
Right.
Porque hay muchas que crecen, you know, con una mamá que les pinta una pinche foto de lo que es el matrimonio,
Exacto.
de lo que, cómo tiene que ser. And I feel like they've seen you go through so much shit that like they now
And
know
I've
what
made
reality is.
mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've told them
Don't
that.
call them that. My God.
No, not that. You're so bad. No, they're not mistakes.
Some beautiful mistakes.
Oh, no. They're gonna be like, really?
Was any of them a mistake?
No.
Or were they both planned? Be honest. Ya están grandes.
She got sweaty.
Honestly, the little one, I was taking birth control pills.
Oh, you're a birth control baby?
I got pregnant from her, so yeah. And they were 15 months apart, so she wasn't planned.
Ahí está. Así que if you're taking birth control, you think you're safe?
You're not.
Look, take a look.
No, I have good girls.
I am so sorry. I did not expect that.
No, but what
That
I'm
was
saying
hilarious.
is, I think the mistake that I made was getting together with, at such a young age. Because
Yeah.
I was dating their father for 8 years, and I was married 12, so basically half of my life was with him.
But it's okay. I was a mistake too. Like my parents got married, and then they were just like,
If it
"Yeah,
makes you
we're
feel
good."
better, I was a rebound baby. So.
A rebound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like they didn't expect me. They didn't plan to have me.
You know
but they
what?
were like, pues ya llegó.
And I think back in the day, you don't plan to have kids.
Right?
I think now it's more like, okay, when I want to have kids, I'm gonna be like 30 years old and
Or at least
have a job.
have somewhat of an idea.
Exactly.
It's like, okay, because I know like at least white people, they're really good at this. Like,
Oh, yeah, they
I've
are.
had a few white friends
Yes.
throughout my life. Ellos son de que, okay, Jessica, we're gonna plan from July 31st to August 30th to conceive.
Yes.
So we can have a baby, whatever 9 months after that is. I'm not good at math.
6 months. I said 6 months.
9 months. They can be born at 6 months, no?
If they're
Aren't
premature.
preemies?
Yeah.
My
I
girl
guess
was a premature baby.
Their dad was their uncle, right? Because they're twins.
They
had
were
twins.
premature babies? No mames, ¿y así
Oh,
crece?
they're twins?
Yes.
Dude, that's a twin? That's
Yeah.
He
crazy.
does not look a premature. He
I
looked like-
know.
He like he was born. He like he stayed there for like a year.
Yeah,
There's
I
one
like
cooked.
tall men.
I was like,
Hola. Bessie Benny.
yeah, no,
So
sí le gustan grandotes así altotes,
Sí.
sí. I could. Junior's pretty big too. Have you met Junior? Sí.
I mean,
A Rayo le gustan así bonitos como nuestro ingeniero Marco.
pocket size.
Para llevárselo así de llaverito.
No, it's okay. I'm also pocket size. I'm fun size, travel size.
Travel size.
Yeah, I'm travel size.
Y bueno, ya poniendo aparte un poquito lo del drama, es que I just wanted to get the chisme out there.
Oh,
because
okay, yeah.
it's
It's
people
out.
love the fucking chisme.
I know.
Pero algo más de lo que no conocen de él, o a lo mejor lo conocen, no, es que she doesn't have social media. Entonces es
don't.
imposible que ustedes sepan cómo es. Pero algo bien interesante, y siempre le hago bullying, es que él es bien espiritual.
Oh, yes.
Right? She's all about the vibes.
La energía,
Sí, y
el horóscopo.
and I'm not really big into it, entonces me gusta like echarle bullying. Pero I would like to, I don't know, how has that helped you or impacted you throughout all the shit you've gone through? Have you always been like that, spiritual?
No, actually, I've never been. I took a class que se llama Mujeres
I was gonna
Sabias.
say, I took a mushroom
You're so bad.
and it changed my life.
Yes. Actually, I took the ayahuasca. That is something like
What?
that. Se llama ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca, what the fuck is ayahuasca?
Sounds like a mushroom.
It does sound like a fucking mushroom.
It's actually like a drink, pero es de hierbas and all that, and it makes
And you
like,
had one?
yeah.
Oh, hell no, tell me all about this shit.
Oh my God.
We're gonna talk about so many other things, pero.
Yeah, no, now we're on to fucking a hallucinant
Yeah,
dream
it's
trip.
something.
All right.
It's
El
to
ingeniero,
connect to
is that what it is?
Ajá. Ah, sí.
Does that bring back
So
memories?
te ayuda
Are
a
you tripping right now?
conectarte.
It's
No,
okay.
stop. You're so bad. Te ayuda a conectarte con tu yo interior, right? We all have one, and your past lives and all that. And so it just kind of makes you think of all the stuff that you have in there, but you don't normally take them out and you repress them.
Did you see anything? Like, was
I
it
did.
like trippy as fuck?
I saw that I think in a past life I was like a nurse or something.
I
Because
thought you were gonna
maybe
say a nerd.
no nurse.
A nurse?
A
There's
nurse.
something wrong about being a nerd.
What era? Were you like World War I nurse or some shit?
I couldn't really tell. I just saw myself like I was a nurse, and maybe that's where it comes that I like to help people because I really do like to
okay.
help people.
You weren't
And-
like at a Halloween party dressed as a nurse?
No.
In a past life?
No.
Can you
You're so
imagine?
bad.
It's like I'm actually a hoe, but
Right? She was a stripper dressed as a
You're
nurse,
so
and she's
bad.
like, I help people.
I mean, strippers help people. Come on.
That is true.
They do.
Hoes do too.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a hoe. Every now and then. I'm not saying that you were one.
so
But
bad.
your
I was
past
not a
life-
hoe.
In
I
your
was
past
not.
life, we don't know.
I mean, you're
Well, yeah.
currently not one, right?
Right.
No, of course not.
Let's
so
clarify. Ahorita
my
los comentarios. No, como que sí.
I'm just kidding.
You're so bad. But anyway, so I took this Mujeres Sabias, and after that class, it was for a whole year. Era más de conocerme a mí misma.
Well, you took
I
a
thought
class?
it was like
I
a whole
took a class.
session. I
No.
thought it was just like a day.
No. It's some classes that you experience.
Was this after the drink?
This was like another time. It actually
okay.
after this class that I took. And era para empoderarte, para, conocerte más a fondo, ¿no?
Okay. ¿Y te conociste?
Y saber por qué hiciste las decisiones que tomaste desde antes. Entonces, ya como que you become more wise, I guess, after going through all these things. After that class es cuando yo decidí divorciarme, que cuando me di cuenta que yo ya... mi
¿Cómo se llama tu
relación-
maestra?
Sureya.
¡Pinche Sureya por tu culpa!
And she's venezolana. She's really good.
Oh, shit.
She's really
She's
good.
venezolana, valiendo
You know
verga.
what? Maybe you
I
could bring
mean-
her in your podcast.
¿Para qué? ¿Para que divorcie a más gente?
No.
Pinche
¿Sabes
Sureña.
qué? Es que
¿O ¿Cómo
no.
se llama?
Sureya.
No.
¿Sureña?
I
Isn't
mean-
that a gang? ¿Sureños? She's a
Sureña,
fucking Sureña.
No, ¿sabes qué? Es que todos sabemos lo que tenemos que hacer, pero a veces no sabemos cómo hacerlo o salirnos de esa zona de confort que a veces tú dices, no, mejor me quedo aquí porque es seguro.
Right.
Ya cuando tú te sales, well, I got a divorce, I lost my job with my mom, my economical stability was really like, down the drain, porque no tenía trabajo por 6 meses.
Oh, wow.
Me había dejado a mis hijas con el papá de mis hijas. Entonces todo fue así, ¿no? Pero ya era como que después de eso salía a la luz y pues tuve un trabajo en la raza y conocí a más personas.
So we met you coming out of that shit?
Yes.
No, mam, con razón.
So definitivamente que mi vida cambió 365.
That's
And it's
awesome.
for the
Wow,
best.
that's
For the
great.
best. That's why
That's
I say,
actually
cuando uno pasa por momentos difíciles, es ahí donde tú te vas dando cuenta de la persona que eres y de todo lo que tienes por vivir y experimentar y que de verdad que a veces los errores te hacen valorar más tu vida, tu familia y todo lo que tú tienes como persona, la persona que eres, tu ser, tu alma.
Those are some
Entonces,
strong words, Ellie.
I know, right?
No lloro porque los hombres no lloran, pero...
y eso
But
es
on the
algo que
inside,
siempre...
And the inside, I'm like
a mis
just
hijas.
pouring right
Bawling,
now.
right?
Yeah, sí, no mames, estoy privado. I can't breathe in that.
Y yo por eso le digo a mis hijas que tienen que siempre ser bien conscientes de las decisiones que toman y más que nada de experimentar, de vivir y de que sí van a cometer muchos errores, pero que siempre aprenden de esos errores. Y a veces los papás dicen, no, es que tú tienes que hacer esto y esto
Yeah.
y esto, and you have to be the perfect child, but you don't. I want you just to be a happy, passionate child.
And
Live your life to the fullest.
that's great. I'm gonna cry. Pero el punto es que es mejor, porque entonces si tú privas a los niños o los tienes estrictos o
Terminan como Rebe.
Right. No, but for real. O sea, si tú los pones muy estrictos, then you're actually you think you're kidding, but you're
No,
not.
I'm dead ass.
Yeah, okay.
I've learned from Ellie to read people's auras.
Exactly. You're so bad.
Mis padres eran muy estrictos conmigo, like really strict. Y Marco, he can testify.
Yeah.
Sus papás, el dictator where she lived.
Yeah, it was like a whole
sí,
thing. Pero el punto es que sí, eran muy, muy estrictos conmigo. Y de verdad que ellos, pues, cuando llegaron acá, se le bajaron dos. Y realmente es una cosa que tú ves como crían a mi hermana y como me criaron a mí. And there's like a huge difference. Porque yo era rebelde. Yo todo el tiempo quería llevarles la contraria. And my sister, she's just like very flowy. Like, le gritan and then she's blowing bubbles outside. And then she's like, yeah.
It doesn't faze her,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's them gummies
So-
that she took, man.
I mean,
From that
perhaps,
last episode.
Perhaps, yeah.
Se le bajó y she's like, yeah.
Peace and love.
Yeah. Pero it's like, it does make a difference. Porque de verdad tú ves a gente que exacto, tiene a los hijos muy estrictos, and then they just rebel. They just, and como no los has guiado, como no les dices nada, no les muestras, okay, if we're gonna have sex, this is what you have to do. If we're gonna take drugs, this is what you have to do. Están perdidos, and they don't know, and that's how you end up with like bendiciones.
Exactly.
That's how you end up with a birth control baby. No, entonces, hablando, okay, so since we're talking about, you letting your kids experiment and live life and blah, blah, and if they have questions, imagino que they can come and ask you.
Of
So do you
course.
have any questions? No, I'm just kidding.
We will take questions right now. Entonces,
know.
si tu hija o tus hijas comes to you and is like, Mom, And they're like, Mom, I'm after going to Benny's podcast and watching the 420 episode, como que tengo intención de echarme un chorrito. What would you say?
You know what? They have told me that. She did.
I feel like it would come from you.
Yeah.
No, actually, the little one too. She had told me.
But she was like, why don't you guys want to do it? Just fine. I was like, come on, like, we're doing it with you. Like,
We'll do it with
Well,
you.
I didn't experiment any of that until I was 39, right? That was my the first time that I have ever tried that. Pero yo siento que tú tienes que estar en una edad donde tú de verdad puedes sentir eso, porque aparte de que muchas cosas pasan, porque when I took the second time the gummies, yo sentí que me fui a unos episodios de mi vida que me hicieron ver como que yo pasé un trauma o algo así, y a veces you're not ready to know those things, you know?
I just get dizzy.
Really? No, I went through a lot of stuff, and I don't know if it has to do with my spiritual awakening.
I think she's like more like, I feel like we're blocked with a lot of shit, because she does all this like meditation shit, which honestly I think it's like really dope. Pero I feel like the normal person is just blocked, and like lo como pensamos is very limited to what we actually, you know, we think on a daily basis. So like, cuando yo he probado esas cosas, igual, it's literally just like chill. I've never had something that's like, oh my God, vi o me sentí, and Ellie does. Like, I just feel
but that's where you start like cleansing yourself, and you start sanando todas las heridas que viviste desde chico.
A ver, no me cambies de conversación. ¿Qué les vas a echar un churro con tu hijo o no?
I told them yes. The
You
first time
would?
that they would ever do it, I would do it with them. Yeah.
She said, no.
At 18, right? I did tell you guys that I would take care of you guys.
No, you said no. You're not going to try it.
Well, you're too young.
Damn.
You're too young.
No, que
but
no hay que
at a
limitarlas.
reasonable
¡Que
age,
vive ya! ¡Rompiendo
2 more years,
familias!
yes.
That's what
No.
we do here, man. We create drama, and then
High five.
after they leave, they can fight all they want.
No, ¿sabes qué? Yo siento que igual ellas van a experimentar conmigo sin mí. They
Right,
need my
for sure.
permission. Pero sí quisiera que tuvieran la conciencia de que they have to be with somebody that they're gonna, you know, that's gonna take care of them, and that they're really gonna.
They're really
not-
laughing. They're laughing like, man, si supieran que
I
anoche,
know.
last week, we were high as fuck.
No, I mean, yo sé lo que están escuchando. Están escuchando bla, 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 bla. Sí lo pueden hacer bla, 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 bla.
Yeah,
bla.
yeah, exactly.
She said yes, she has my permission. I was like, oh, okay, let's go, Jay.
They do. I mean,
It's
even
on
and
camera. I mean,
Si le dice que no, you just refer back to the episode.
remember when you said this? No, they're gonna do it whether
En el
with
minuto
my permission or
27 del podcast.
not. You're so bad. But I did tell them whenever they were gonna drink that, you know, make sure that there were people that they're gonna take care of, because you never know. I mean,
Because
that's
you've
when the
never
rape
drank,
is,
right?
when you get raped happens, and you know you go through all these experiences that
Right.
you're not with the people that actually are gonna look out for you.
Yeah, I definitely think cosas como esas, lo que es el alcohol, lo que es la mota, todo, you definitely need to do it when you're like, I feel like a little bit more mature stage. Like, I tried it when I was 23. That was my first time. Because I was always like, you know how I overthink shit?
Yes.
Yo pienso en todos los pinches escenarios posibles. Entonces I was always like, no, si lo pruebo, like, si me gusta. Mi papá was, you know, he was addicted to alcohol. And I was like, what if that runs in
My
me?
dad too.
Y me gusta a mí la mota, y luego me hago un pinche marihuano que no.
Adicto,
Yeah, so I was
yes.
scared, right? I was paranoid and shit. But yeah, a los 23 lo probé, and I was like, okay, it's not that
not
bad.
bad.
Yeah, pero igual, siento que, porque ya estoy en una, like, state of mind, en una edad where I can, like, say, I want to do it, I don't want to do it. Y cuando estás
Exactly.
joven, todo lo que te hace sentir bien, quieres más.
Exactly.
Sea lo que sea, right? If it's alcohol, if it's drugs, if it's sex, if it's, I don't know, speeding down the fucking freeway como los pendejos de Gainesville que los arrestaron que fueron 6. All that shit, you want more. That's why I didn't want to try when I was younger.
Adrenaline.
Pero definitely, I like that you guys have like that communication and shit. Like, cuando fuimos a los 15, and, you know, we were there with my girl, no me acuerdo exactamente las palabras que le dijiste a tu hija, pero le dijiste algo de que just live your life with passion, I believe.
Yes.
And my girl fucking loved that. Because, like, ella también es como bien, like, open-minded, right? Así como tú. Because I'd be like,
así loca.
my
y
girl
todo,
said
o sea.
this, and
I
you're
know.
like, and
I would do that too.
Ellie's like, ¿y qué tiene de malo? I'm like,
Yes.
valiendo verga. Pero, but yeah, so like seeing that and then her liking that, I'm like if we ever have kids, I'm like, they're gonna be alright.
Yeah.
You know?
They're not gonna be that messed up. Like,
They won't be as fucked up as
Right.
we were. And I honestly, like, I don't really judge parents by their kids, but I do. It's like, I'm always, because obviously a kid can be an exception. right? Como tengo un primo que salió de una situación bien culera de su familia, and he's now like a police officer going into being a detective.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, he's an exception. Pero la mayoría, sí. It's like, you can judge the kids based on their dads, and the dads based on the kids. Right. And, I mean, I don't know your daughters that well, right? Pero lo que las he conocido, they seem pretty cool. They seem like, como que están centradas, como que están maduras. And I'm like, I feel like that has a lot to do with you. You know,
Well, and their dad, of course.
Well, yeah, obviously, but he's not on the podcast, so he's not important right now.
No, definitely. I do think that everything comes from the family, you know, the parents and what the experiences that they went through, what we all went through. So,
Yeah, you're a good mom, Melly.
oh, thank you.
You seem like a good mom. Is she a good mom?
Yeah, she's good.
Feel free. We
Jay's like,
we
oh,
have child services watching this right now.
Yeah, she's good.
¿Ya ves? And then let's get into it. Una cosa que queremos hablar también, also related to you. Pero we're going to talk about this thing que I feel like Hispanics tend to do. Que cuando te invitan a una fiesta, and yes, we're shifting gears like a motherfucker, that's what we do here. Cuando te invitan a una fiesta, how do you feel about people bringing people that weren't invited? I had this on my tema de la conversación tóxica, right?
Sí.
Entonces,
Los
like,
colados.
Yeah, los pinches colados, which you said we couldn't say that on the air because it means something else to other
does
people,
it?
no?
Did I?
Yeah, you were like, que dije colado, and then you said like Joe said that it means blah 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 to some other
Oh
culture.
yeah, he told me, él me dijo que significa, but I don't know, I really don't remember, so, sorry
no.
Joe.
Pero sí, los colados. Like cuando, like, si a mí alguien me invita a una fiesta, if you're like, oh, te invito a una fiesta, I'm gonna be like, can I bring my girl?
Somebody?
Yeah. Or si tú me dices, traje a tu familia, pues I'm gonna bring my family, as in my parents and my brothers, that's it. I'm not gonna call mi tío y mi tía y que caigan en la fiesta. Y yo tengo un tío que es así. Lo invitamos a una fiesta, llega como con pinches 15 personas. Y ni traen más comida, ni traen, nomás traen más hambre los hijos de su chingada madre. And it's like, verga, aunque se aporta. So, since I know you just had a party and you had,
daughter's
yeah,
15.
her 15, was it last year, 2 years ago?
Yeah, mine is.
That I wasn't invited to?
No, because it was very limited and it was during COVID, so no quería que
No
you know,
excuses.
people would get it from work.
Then people still came, like, they invited other people.
Oh yeah,
Like, 15 other people invited other people.
Fuck.
yes. And that, like, I had like a table full of strangers. And I'm like, who the hell
See, I
invited
can't
them?
stand that shit. I've always said, el día que yo me llegue a casar, like, I will not have no fucking people that I don't know. Like, I don't want them there. Y hablando de bodas, pues esta que está acá planeando la suya.
Ew.
How do you feel about people bringing people like that?
Bueno,
No name dropping, just in generic, just
no,
genéricamente.
no, realmente no, I'm not gonna name drop or anything, pero I'm gonna look like a hypocrite, de verdad me voy a ver como una hipócrita, porque sí, con la lista de invitados nosotros hemos sido muy estrictos and we've narrowed it down, and ya recortamos como 20 personas, sorry Ellie, no, pero no, en serio, o sea, realmente pues sí hemos estado así como que no, you can get a +1, porque porque cada persona cuenta,
Exacto.
like, todas las personas cuentan, pero ayer me invitaron a una fiesta. Invitaron a mi hermana, la chiquita, la de 12 años, a una fiesta. Y llegamos mi mamá, mi papá, Marco, el vecino. Llegamos como 5 personas. Y mi hermana no fue.
Oh my God. So ustedes invitaron. Ustedes fueron los colados.
Yes. Pero me llevé mi botellita debajo del brazo, así como buena alcohólica, buena persona que tiene problemas con el alcohol. Y yo así tipo, buenas, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo les va? ¿Todo bien? ¿Todo tranquilo? Pero con mi botella bajo el brazo.
But at least you're not consuming their alcohol, though.
Exactly. So it's like,
There's
you know,
rules to being a colado. Hay un buen colado y hay un colado que, like, the bad ones, right? How are we going to call the bad colados? Los pendejos que llegan, que no aportan nada. Cuando llega un colado a una fiesta, because I've had it happen, I'm like, ese hijo de su chingada madre, ¿quién es? Y llega, pero entra con un pinche 24 de cerveza.
Right.
Y like, ¿qué onda? No, pues a mí nomás me invitaban los amigos, pero podría que traje una chela. It's like, no, pues pásale.
Claro.
Exacto.
Sí, pero cuando llegan con los hijos y nomás llegan y a comer y
Sí,
a
nada.
tomar.
Y
it's like, bitch, what the fuck am I
generalmente
doing?
esa gente que llega así, que llega tipo literal sin, o sea, a comer y a tomar y todo, son los que causan problemas después, porque entonces
Yeah.
se ven, they're making drama.
Girl,
and all
you
that.
just got me a flashback. I went to a fucking party in
true.
Carolina, right? Mi novia me invitó con su familia. Y no fui de colado, bueno, I guess, pero soy el novio, entonces it counts.
Yes.
Fuimos
So the
para
plus
allá.
one.
Ya estaba acabando la fiesta, ya todos estábamos sacando los tomadillos. Y mi novia se quería despedir de un primo. And I was like, okay.
Oh, I
and
remember
she
the
was
story.
kind of like tipsy, right? So I'm like protective of my girl, especially if she's kind of tipsy, because I'm like, quédate conmigo.
You're taking care of her.
So when she was talking to one primo, había un pendejo que was like
Ew.
that. And I saw her like from a distance. I was talking to her dad, and her dad saw it too. And I was like, no, I got it. So I went over there, and I didn't say anything to the dude. I just grabbed my girl, and I was like, I'm vente para acá. Y ya le expliqué que ese güey está como así, and I don't like it. She's like, okay. So when she went to say bye to another cousin, that same dude was over there. And I was like, babe, that dude's over there. And it's like, not that I want you to say bye to your cousin, pero si ese güey se te acerca, te toca, te dice algo, lo voy a poner en su madre. And she was like, no, que bye bye. And I was like, all right. She was like, I just want to say bye. I was like, okay, I'll go with you. Fuimos. Se está despidiendo de su primo así, ¿verdad? Y el pendejo está aquí haciendo así. Y así se me queda viendo. And I'm like...
He was so drunk.
I'm like, ¿qué? Like, ¿qué de qué? And I'm like, oh. But I wasn't really drunk. So I knew that, like, if I hit this guy, he's probably gonna fall, because ya estaba pedo.
Right.
Y estaba así chaparrillo, flaquillo. Nada que ver. Le pongo en su madre, sí. Y uno tiene que ser consciente de que if you know you can beat somebody up, no seas aprovechado, right?
Sí, exactly.
And so I was just kind of like, trying to like, And then like, so like, he kept getting closer, and then he was like, ¿qué? And I was like, okay, I was starting to get pissed. And había un primo, le dije, hey, güey, pues agarra a tu pinche vato, ¿no? Que I'm gonna kick his ass if he doesn't get the fuck away from me. Se lo llevaron. Entonces salí de ahí librado. Me llega el chisme que ese mismo pendejo se hizo de pedo al primo de mi novia y le pusieron en su madre como entre dos.
¿Qué?
Oh my
You see
God.
karma.
Y él era un empleado de un tío de mi novia. Entonces, he wasn't even supposed to be there. He showed up
And he
a
was
ponerse
causing
pedo,
problems.
sí, just to cause problems. So, no se hace pendejo en las fiestas.
Don't be that dude.
Y también la gente, the other one.
¿Por qué no me invitaste?
Sí,
Right?
el típico.
Oh.
Y a mí, ¿por qué no me invitaste? I don't understand. How the fuck can you be like, how come you didn't invite me? I feel like that's desperate as shit. I feel like that's like, si tú le mandas un mensaje a alguien,
That's
te
what
dejan
I'm
an
saying.
open,
I understand.
don't go look for it and then be like, you didn't text me back. Like,
Yes.
bitch, obviously he didn't text you back.
text me
He
back.
doesn't want to text you back. So like, if you don't get invited to something and you know that something happened, don't fucking ask
And
why.
you know, o sea, realmente cuando nosotros estamos planeando lo de la boda, como te digo, it's been tough, porque entonces yo cuando a alguien le digo, oh, you're engaged, when's the wedding?
Que te valga verga.
Exactamente, you know, and it's like, por ejemplo, estos días estaba hablando con una tía that I haven't seen in years. Oh.
In years?
Yes, I haven't seen in years, but I
She
think
knows
she
what
watches.
the that is.
Yeah, yeah, I think she watches. Hi. Anyway, I haven't seen her in years. Y el punto es que le comenté lo de la boda, and she was like, ay, ¿cuándo vamos? And tal. There are like 3 people. You know what I mean? Y 3 personas, porque hay gente que dice, bueno, pero donde come uno, comen 2.
Ni
And
verga.
yes, I mean, it is
It's
true.
nice.
It is true. Si tú por lo menos estás en una reunión y sabes que si yo hago una arepa, vamos a hacer 2, 3, like, it's okay. Pero el punto es que ya cuando es una reunión formal, cuando es una fiesta formal,
At a
cuando es un
venue.
evento,
Es lo que la gente no
cada
entiende.
persona cuenta.
Cuenta,
O sea,
exacto.
cada persona cuenta. Y si te cancelan en último minuto, it's not like you can get that money back.
Exactly.
Right.
So you have to figure out and see who you're gonna invite. That maybe just has one person, right? And not
Right.
like the whole
Or
family.
single, like our friend Lisette, that she never has a +1.
Yes.
Aww, baby.
So that's exactly what happened to me.
Le reclamaron. Okay, I'll let you do it.
Sí,
A mí también
me
puta.
reclamaron y yo así como que, what? A mí nunca me habían invitado ellos a una fiesta. Why am I getting, you know?
Right.
Y es gente
Imposed on,
grande. O sea, dijéramos, te lo paso todavía como a las,
They're
a
not
las hijas
close,
de
you know what I mean? O sea,
a
sí,
Chris,
sí.
que le reclaman a las amistades de que, oh my God, we're friends and
I
you didn't
know.
invite me.
Are we like
We're
in 6th
fucking
grade?
adults, bro. Like,
Exactly.
we're working, we're adults. Like, en el trabajo nos podemos llevar bien chingón. And blah, blah, blah. Pero fuera del trabajo,
No,
like,
and if
it's
we're
our
not
private
close,
life.
if we're not close, we're not close. You know what I mean? And like, fue lo que yo le dije, like, I understand, I
Y ahorita la
feel
Rebe.
you.
Y a mí, ¿por qué no me
I
invitaste?
know. No, so
It's
that's
okay, you're not gonna, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just
You're not gonna get invited to her wedding.
it's okay. It's
No,
okay.
honestly, pero es lo que te digo, o sea, I know cada persona cuenta, and it's what I'm saying, y no, yo he tenido personas, yo he tenido varios encontronazos con personas, como que no puedo traer un +1, and it's like,
Sí.
honey, I'm sorry, you just can't, inclusive, mi hermana wasn't gonna get a +1, she just happened to get a +1,
By accident?
porque resulta que o sea, vamos a invitar como a la familia de su novio.
Ah, okay.
So she got lucky, pero si no, no hubiese tenido un +1, you know what I mean? So it's those kinds of things that you have
Y,
to
pero yo creo que
do.
también que es como mentalidad como de nuestros países, ¿no? De que hay una pinche fiesta en un pueblo, vamos
Y todos
a la verga,
vamos, sí.
Allá donde nosotros vivíamos, donde nació nuestro hermanito, en Dothan, Alabama.
Oh,
where
wow.
Alabama.
he grew up over there también. Allá habían 2 lugares nomás donde podías hacer una fiesta, right? Era un pinche hotel y una pinche bodega. Había una fiesta, sea quien sea, todo el pinche pueblo llegaba, invitados o no, siempre llegaban, and I was like, fuck, like I hope one day we move out of here, Because I don't want to have my wedding here, and then people that I don't fucking like or know just show up.
Exactly.
So now that we're in Georgia, I can handpick the people from Alabama that I want that will be invited.
Right.
Are we invited?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're like in the air todavía.
but it's okay. Like, honestly, if I don't get invited, like, I get it.
I do
understand.
get it too.
Like,
Trust me,
I get it.
And I honestly, like, I had talked to Doggy about that. I was like, bro, like, yo siento que de aquí, si me caso y estoy trabajando aquí en la radio, I think I still only want to handpick a few people. Y me dice, sí, güey, pero imagínate, tú vas a llegar a trabajar el otro día, al otro día vas a llegar a trabajar y la gente va a decir, like, oh, no me invitó.
Exactly.
And, like, ahora lo que te pasó a ti, I'm like,
Exactly.
pero honesta,
Tengo enemigos,
todavía
right?
me vale
That's
verga.
what they said.
Sí, pero a mí todavía me vale verga. I'm like, because why would I have to invite you to a special day?
Right.
Si no
It's
quiero que
my
estés ahí.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
I'm not gonna
so
pay for you to
personal.
get drunk. Lo peor es que es eso, que la
Exactly.
gente que no es tan close es like, ay, pero mira, esta comida está seca. Or these flowers are awful. Y yo, ay,
And
mira
they
lo que
start criticizing,
Exactly.
yes.
It's like, I don't want those vibes near me.
Hell
Especially
nah,
not
fuck
on like
that.
that special day. You know, like, no, I don't want that. Porque la gente que te quiere y que te ama, they're honestly van a estar así como más, they're gonna be understanding and they're gonna be like, you know, oh, eso es lo que te gustó, you look beautiful either way. Porque why were you put down someone that you love?
Especially on such an
Exactly.
important day.
Yeah.
Right? Such a
Yes.
thing. Y el otro día di una nota ahí en el programa de una pareja que se casó con un budget de $500.
Right.
La novia fue, compró un pinche vestido de $24. Que she was like, me lo voy a poner unas horas, un día,
She's right.
ever,
That's
like, that's
true,
it.
that is
Like, ¿para qué
true.
voy a gastar un chingo de dinero? $24 dress. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would be like, oh, hell no. My dress better be like $2K or some shit, right? I don't know how
Damn.
much wedding dresses are. Pero sí, de ahí fueron y tuvieron los casaron on the side of a highway in California. Like, esa donde que estaba así, son como montañas, y va la carretera así, right? Y hay una parte de una curva donde there's like a little bit more of land.
Oh,
And
yeah,
es que-
I saw the pictures,
entonces,
yeah.
they got married there. Y atrás eran montañas, entonces era como un paisaje. De ahí, después de que se casaron de ahí, se fueron con los invitados, como eran como 30, a un lounge. Cada quien pagó por su comida. Y dicen que lo mejor de todo fue que nadie se quejó. Todos fueron,
good.
pagaron por su comida porque entendían que lo que importaba era de que se divirtieran, no de que
Exacto.
les dieran de comer.
Right.
And I'm like, that's beautiful. That would never happen in a Latin family.
I know.
Siempre,
that
siempre va a
is
haber una
true.
pinche tía
Que va-
amargada, mal cogida, que va a estar ahí diciendo que, ay, no, pues a mí no me
Criticar.
gusta esto, los colores, el vestido. ¿Viste cómo se le veía el hombro? Pinche
Right,
vieja, ¿qué te
right,
importa?
right.
Es cierto.
Why yo lo hubiese hecho así, yo lo hubiese hecho así, I would have done this, I would have done that. It's like, okay, you can do it later. This is my day.
Yeah, like, bitch, if you like it,
Yeah.
you don't like it, you can fucking leave.
Yeah.
O
And-
guarda los comentarios, ¿no?
Sí,
Ay,
yo-
Porque
quédate.
no, o sea, mira,
No
I have a
digas.
rule. I have, like, this is a very special rule. O sea, si tú ves algo que está mal, like, for example, and you cannot fix it in 5 minutes or less, then don't point it out. You know what I mean? O sea, si yo te digo a ti, Eli, oh, tienes el maquillaje corrido, you can fix that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna point it out. Pero, ay, Eli, estás gorda. Why? She can fix that. Like, there's no way that she can fix that in 5 minutes or less, so why would you point it out?
That's like my
Exactly,
specialty too, right?
Yes.
I point shit out all the fucking time and I can't help
So
it.
now you have to go by
Yeah.
her rule.
Right? But what I tell you is nothing that you cannot
No,
fix.
I know,
I'm
I
always
know.
like, the eyelash, half of it's like hanging off. El maquillaje está
That's what
parejo.
I'm saying.
Like, el pelo está así. And I'm always pointing shit out. And she's like, ay, Vinny, you're like the brother I never had. Y
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm just looking out. You know what I mean? And
That's
then-
true.
Yeah, no,
That's
pero eso-
true.
y que también depende de quién lo diga, you know what I mean? Porque
Right.
si
Cómo lo
viene-
digas y
Exactamente.
cómo
You know, if it
porque
comes
si
from me,
viene-
it's nice. Even if it sounds pretty bad.
Si viene, no sé.
It always comes
alguien-
from a good place.
Right,
Yes.
right. Tiene un moco ahí pegado, qué asco, huele horrible. But I say it with love.
Si no, no te quiero, ¿eh?
Right.
That's my love language. That's how I express my love to people that are, you know,
That
that
matter
work
to you.
with me. Yeah.
Dang,
Like,
he's
I-
been really, like, polite to me.
Yeah, that means we're not really that close yet.
Oh, man.
Y ya, bueno, ya casi para cerrar el episodio, I do want you to hit us with a little bit of this, what are they called? The Leo Virgos things? ¿Cómo se
Los
llama?
horóscopos.
Yeah, los horóscopos. So, even if you're not maybe like up to date right now, like I know you're pretty familiar with which is what, right? Entonces, what are you?
I'm a Gemini.
So,
I love Gemini.
Ah, that's great, porque siempre que digo que I'm a Gemini, they're like, ugh. They're
No,
always
I-
like, I'm sorry.
I get
can't help
along
it.
good with the Gemini because their dad is a Gemini, Junior's a Gemini.
And I'm a
Yeah,
Gemini.
I attract.
if you're a Gemini, hit the DMs. No, I'm just playing.
No, pero comment down below like your signo.
Sí, a huevo.
Para que Eli te una
what's
lectura.
¿qué es un Gemini? describe a un Gemini?
They tend to have two faces, right?
Ah, you fake.
Pero no, o como dos partes, ¿no? Puede ser caras o como que they always have to have a balance, but that's where they lack. A veces they can't keep their balance, right? No?
She's like, I don't know if you're balanced. I thought I was balanced.
It's because, you know what?
I thought I got my shit together.
Babe is very, like, in the mind, and he always has to, like, overthink things. But then he's very, like, ¿cómo se dice? Proactive, yeah. But sometimes he's like, no, mejor no. And I just feel like they're very, like they need to,
very
like,
strategic. You know what I mean? Like, o sea, si lo pienso,
keep
si
things
lo...
in balance.
She's always bouncing around with shit. Like,
You
I
think?
think when you said que two faces, I didn't think of you being fake. I thought of you being
No.
like I feel like it's like Rebe when like she's like kind of like in the zone working, and then Rebe when it's like she's not
more relaxed.
Yeah, and it's like Rebe's like this, and then the other Rebe is like.
Yeah. So it's like their two personalities.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, so you're a two-face, so I should watch out for you. And it's like...
No, but they're really nice people.
And what are you?
I'm an Aries.
An Aries? So, what's an Aries? Para la gente que está
Somos
viendo.
de carácter
Fact check her.
fuerte.
If she's wrong, leave it in the fucking comments, and I'm never taking advice from her again.
Oh, stop. Somos de carácter fuerte, somos muy apasionados. We are always like all in, or, everything we do con mucha pasión. Somos muy apasionados. Our element is fire, so we're very like, no pensamos, sino actuamos. Impulsive. We're very
I
impulsive.
can't do this shit.
Yes. So
What's hers?
she's
That's a Gemini.
Air.
She's there, yes.
She's there?
Yeah.
I don't know, because you got asthma. Como que te hace falta. Ahí te falló.
¡Qué malo!
My lungs don't fucking work.
Oh my God.
I'm a Leo, so
We're
describe a Leo.
compatible.
Yeah?
We're actually compatible.
That's why we're besties.
We are. We're fire signs. And you guys are very, let me see. I did tell you, I don't know a lot of Leos.
You're
But
right.
all I know is that we're compatible and we're fire signs.
I'll take that. I'm fire. What can I say?
Yes.
What about Marco? We're going to read everybody's zodiac right now.
Uh-oh.
You're Leo too?
Marco's a Leo,
okay,
yeah.
so we're fire buddies. Chris?
I'm Cancer.
You're a Cancer?
I mean,
So
yes.
son muy hogareños. My dad's a Cancer. They're water signs, and they're very, like, laid back. They like to, son hogareños. I don't know how you say it.
Hogareños?
Hogareños.
They're like homebodies?
Homebodies, yes. Do you like to? Are you a homebody?
I mean, he wakes up to like fucking 2 PM, so I guess that
On
counts.
the weekends, I work in the
So they're very relaxed, They
He
don't
is
like
pretty relaxed all the time.
confrontation. They're very, like...
He's always like
Just
kind of
chill.
laid back. He always looks high as shit.
You're
Pero
so bad.
es por los ojillos que tiene, pues. No porque
I mean,
sea-
he kind of does, yeah.
You're right. He always looks stoned. Right? My dad was always like, "Este dando marihuana?" I'm like, "No, dad. Así tiene la
Así tiene
cara."
los ojos. You're
So
so bad.
what about Jocelyn?
She's,
Aries.
yes.
An Aries?
So sometimes me and her bump heads because we're so similar.
Oh, man.
And what about
She's a Capricorn.
what's a Capricorn?
They are,
What about the
your
other one?
air sign, no? Are you an air sign?
Earth.
Earth.
No wonder she wanted to smoke
You know
weed.
what? My sister's Capricorn, y como que I don't really have,
Not compatible.
we're not compatible
So
at
do you
all.
guys tend to bump heads
Yeah.
more
Yes.
than you?
Dang.
Yeah.
So,
We bump heads too. a
Really?
lot.
So
Yeah, so-
you're the one that causes the problems.
No.
She is.
Because they get along, she gets along with other people, but you don't get along with her. You don't get along with her.
I mean, I'm compatible with Leos and Cancers, I think. And
I'll take all that back. We're cool. You're cool.
No, I just feel that she's very similar to my sister, and my sister and I, we're always bumping heads. So, yeah,
I've told
it's a
Ellie,
sign.
like, why don't you start like your own little podcast of that? I know there's a huge market for it.
Huh? What?
trademark.
Is that a show?
TM.
No, she's like keeping up with the Kardashians, but now she's
Oh,
saying
con
Medina because
ustedes?
it's like 5 of us, and
That would be pretty interesting.
TM.
Oh, yeah, it was.
I do want a percentage of that because it was brought up on this
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
So if you guys do anything, you do gotta mucharse.
okay.
Pero
Crazy.
pues bueno, I think nos pasamos un poquito del tiempo, which is I think it's totally fine. The last
It's gonna
episode.
be great for editing.
Oh, before we start closing out, I do want to thank everybody that's watched our past episodes. Our first episode had, I think, 2.6 thousand views. Our 420 episode had like 2.4. And then our third episode, which was supposed to be the second episode, but turned into the third episode, had 4,000 views. So
we love you.
Yes,
We're so
we are
grateful.
really grateful. Bien agradecidos por toda la gente que está viendo el video. Yo les dije desde el principio, yo esperaba, no te miento, unos pinches 50, 150 views.
Right.
Y para la gente que
I
esté ahí. Pero, and even the subscribers, pues, ahí van despacio los subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed,
pero
suscríbanse
por
al
favor,
pinche canal. Porque, pues, why not? You know, I'm not telling you to listen to us todo el pinche día porque ni yo me aguanto todo el día. Pero, cuando no tengas nada que hacer, estás manejando, going to work, listen to it. Estás en el gimnasio. Your girl's complaining about some shit, put that AirPod in and just put it, ni de acá ni de allá.
Dang, I mean.
It's good advice.
Puedes escuchar mi hermosa risa, tú sabes, que es súper delicada. Y súper...
That laugh es así como comparable a, you remember Chanel West Coast from Ridiculousness?
Oh, yeah.
That laugh?
That
Ahí se va la rebe. One day we're gonna make like a little 30-second video of all the time she laughs. It's gonna be like,
You're so bad.
pero definitely, igual, gracias. Subscribe, right? Suscríbanse.
Yes, please subscribe, like this video, and
Yes, like it, please, so that they can invite me again.
Yes.
Sí, por favor.
Si le va bien a Eli, le vamos a volver a invitar. If
Yes.
this is the lowest viewed video, never will we ever invite
Qué
Eli.
fuerte.
Y bueno, a Eli no la pueden buscar en las redes sociales, pero recuerden también seguir nuestras redes sociales, reberuiz.jpg.
El Bad Benny en Instagram. Igual todos los links van a estar acá abajo en la
Y por
descripción.
supuesto, nuestro join Instagram, ni de acá ni de allá.
Yes, go follow it.
Please,
go comment,
follow us.
share it. Y si nos quieren escuchar durante la semana donde no hablamos así, hablamos un poquito más profesional acá porque
Right.
trabajamos en radio.
Right.
La radio le pueden escuchar de 6 a 10 de la mañana en The Joe Ferrero Show en la
Yes.
Mega 96.5 y a mí igual en la Mega 96.5 de 3 a 7 de la tarde on The Bad Benny Show. I do talk my shit, pero no puedo decir shit. So it's like I talk my así al aire.
Sí,
Sí. Y a la Eli también, a las 5 de la tarde conmigo en la conversación tóxica.
5:20.
5:20, exactly. ¿Ya ves?
That's her segment.
That is her time on the air. And bueno, pues gracias Eli por estar acá.
Gracias.
You are
Thank you
officially
so
our first guest.
Yay,
Así
I
que tú
feel
eres
so
como,
special.
eres la
Gracias.
madrina. Ya de acá de que the
Well,
first
I
guest.
hope, and I'm gonna give all the good energy so you guys are.
Sí, mándaselos. And all the bad energies a la verga. Y,
I love that.
y también gracias a sus hijas por estar aquí.
Thank you, girls.
Brianna and Jocelyn, thank you for being here.
Thank
Y'all are
you.
gonna see a little bit because we're gonna kind of edit a little bit of the reactions in there.
Yes,
I thought it was
like
pretty
that.
hilarious. Y gracias al ingeniero, gracias a Chris.
Thank you,
Yeah, I
guys.
feel like I want a fucking Emmy. I want to thank my family.
So, yeah, I feel
Maybe
like
you
that's a
will
good way to
eventually.
spend it.
Right? One day when the podcast
Can
hits
you
off.
imagine?
That would be great.
Yo me conformo con to do a performance live.
That'd be great.
Be-
We're funny, guys. I promise.
Yeah,
They
we
are
can
very
be funny.
funny.
I saw a guy. I know we're about to close out. There's this guy. There's
Uh-huh.
another podcast that I watch. Shout outs to In the Moment se llama Mo Mitchell. Mo Mitch. I just fucked up his name. He's a comedian here in Atlanta. He works at another radio station. He's fucking hilarious, dude. Se acaba de sacar un álbum y todo, bien talented. I just saw that they were going to do their podcast live. I think it's in July or some shit. And I'm definitely going. Because I'm like, I want to,
cool.
how cool is it that a podcast is getting paid to do what they do live?
Literally
That's
talk.
awesome.
Right?
Yes.
And just talk shit. So we're ¿cómo se dice when you put it out in the universe?
Yes, we're just
You're
projecting.
gonna manifest.
We're
Manifesting.
manifesting it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Manifesting. One day we're going to be like, vamos a estar en tu ciudad, tal fecha, compra tus boletos. One day we're going to get there.
We
You
will.
will get there.
Pero por ahorita nos vamos because Eddie has a soccer game at 4 o'clock.
Eddie.
So
Good luck,
you.
Eddie.
You have a good week. Whether this episode comes out on Monday or Tuesday, it's up to Rebe. Pero tengan una buena semana and thank you for watching.
Love you so much.
Nos vemos.
Bye.